What God cannot do does not exist. Streams of joy, Abuja. When Papa said during the crossover, El-Roi is not done with you yet, it was for me. During the January 1st, they say every month of this year, it will be congratulations. For every month of this year, I've had congratulations. The things I didn't plan for, I got almost all this year. Last year, during the mid-year fast, during the mid-year fast, for every fasting, I do it. The first time I stepped my foot in Streams of Joy, Abuja, that was at Dabra's Hotel. I got my first job after my school, where I was job hunting. A lot of my classmates have gotten a job, except me. But immediately I stepped my foot inside the church, I was called for an interview I did on Friday before the Sunday, and I was told that you were the best candidate and you'll be selected for this job. After that job, a year later, I wanted to change a job. During NSPPD, I was still called. I had an interview. I didn't even know it was a highly profiled hospital in Abuja here. And I was still selected. During NSPPD, they called me. They told me, you were the best candidate for this job. And that's how I got the job. Then last year, during August, I was just shadowing my team coming to church. I saw a group that was created by my friend and was like forcing Mary to Jagba. I was like, I laughed. It was sarcastical. I just laughed about it. But I didn't even have the plans to Jagba. It was not part of my plan. All of a sudden, someone called me and said, Mary, it was arranged by my friend, send your documents, want to start your visa application. I was like, hey, this short time. I just sent my documents because it was fast, just within a month. I used a month's bank statement. People were like saying, they will reject your visa, they will reject your visa. My visa was approved in January. That same January, I completed my BNSC program. February, I went to the UK. March, I became a UK registered nurse. I wanted to leave the UK. I said, June, I'll come back to break my fast. Because my friend told me to just stay in the UK for a while to get a job because it's difficult to get a job. I decided to stay in the UK. But during June, I said, no, I must come back to break my fast in Abuja here. That I cannot be in the UK, staying without doing nothing, I must come and break my fast. I booked my flights. They were like, all of them, Mary is booking her flights, Mary is booking my flights. A lady called me and I said, El-Roi, baby, may El-Roi do one for you now. This El-Roi no go do one for you. Fortunately, job that I have applied, I got an email for the interview. I did the interview. We were so much. I was like, this interview that we're playing to UK, we are so plenty. Am I sure I'll get this job? But I did the interview, and I told myself, during NSPPD that morning, that was on 27th April, I prayed they should call me today, but I said, no, it's not possible, because it was a 3 days interview. That same day, around 6, I got an unofficial call from one of the interviewers. I said, Mary, I cannot just wait. I want you to have a lovely weekend. And you were the best candidate among all the candidates we interviewed today. You were the best. And I want to tell you unofficially that you have been selected for this job. I really want you to be in my team. I don't know how to do it. I want to do it. But just wait for the official email. And that was how I got that job. I started processing from my pre-employment checks. I wrote IELTS 2022, and I remember when I wrote the exams, I didn't plan for it. It was a friend that registered me for the exams, and I was like, Jagba is not part of my team. But I just wrote the exam. I used 3 days to prepare for the exams because I wrote a mail to British Council to postpone the exam that I was not ready for it. But they said I must pay 22,000 plus, and I said, me that don't even have up to 5,000 in my account then. I was like, instead of I'll give British Council 22 plus, I'm going to write this exam, take down money after I've passed the exam, and come and sew in church. And my job was very stressful. I remember leaving a patient that night and my exams was by 7. I had a patient I attended who had crisis all over the night. And in the morning, I told the relative I'm going for exams. She was like, you are going for exams, and you have been attending to patients throughout the night. I didn't sleep. I went for my exam. I wore my what God cannot do t-shirts. Went for my exams. I wrote the exam, not knowing the basic of IELTS. After the exams, I screenshot the mail. I sent to my friend, I beg check, I pass. And she was like, you passed, congratulations, you passed, congratulations. So that, during my pre-employment check, my manager told me, your IELTS is expired. I was like, exam I came to the altar to pray for. You have to rewrite another one. I was like, okay. After I used 3 days to prepare for the other one, I passed. I'll rewrite and pass, not knowing that God had another plans for me. That email was sent to me on the 7th of August. I was in church at the back there during NSPPD, and I laughed, this man get mine, send me mail. When I did NSPPD, habba. The next day, Papa made a declaration on the 8th of August. You had a rejection mail yesterday. They'll send you another email today for approval. Just like that. We were two. The other person rewrote. But me, just like that. He sent another mail the next day and told me, hello, Chinoso, my team leader told me that you shouldn't rewrite the exam. We can accept your test. And when they told me, I was like, just like that. Just like that. And I did my pre-employment checks. I was granted my COS. I applied for my visa. I got my visa. Another Jara God gave me.
Hey! Shout if you want to shout, because the next testimony will be your own.
God gave me a Jara. And the Jara God gave me was, I didn't plan marital breakthrough. I did not plan it. I was seated in church at the back there, and this young man slided into my DM. He slided into my DM. That was the end of last year, mid-year fast. He slided. I was like, I'm your husband. I said, And this year, that was on the 30th of September, we did our court marriage. On the 3rd of... Okay, on the 3rd of August, we did our traditional marriage. And I promised one leper to say, El-Roi, God was not done with me yet. For every month of this year, I will sincerely say it has been congratulations, 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 congratulations. And in my academics, during my BNSC, I had a course that's 2017. I remember I was in university and I had a missing script, and the same affliction wanted to happen in my BNSC. And they said I had to rewrite one of the courses, if not I will not graduate. But when I went, my exam officer, I went to meet her to write the course. She said, no, you don't need to rewrite. Your CGPA is high. We'll waive the course. And that was how I graduated. I'm among the graduating list. So for every month this year, it has been congratulations. Papa, thank you. Thank you. Through me, a lot of people have said, they will join NSPPD. Because what they told me, this year NSPPD. In fact, somebody told me, Mary, I beg. They send me link every morning. Mary, I beg. I have a lot of people. If I didn't post link one day, they will enter into my DM. You never posted NSPPD link today. Oh, I never see her. But you don't say that through you. With they join NSPPD. It's been God. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you.
We are not celebrating. Are you still sitting down? For every month of this quarter, it shall be congratulations.